Mrs. Farmer all day long has been separating fat
I have.
and skin, and this is how we came to this stage over here. I've run this through the grinder a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and run that through one more time, then we're gonna start our sausage. Now, all this comes to us from our pig that we raised.
That's right.
From Marge.
I didn't like her.
Marge bit Nikki
She
on the
did.
hand.
I have a scar.
She's got a scar.
So
And immediately after that,
I called.
it's time to go to market.
That's right.
So anyhow, I think she mistook her hand for a donut because you were spoiling her. You were spoiling her. So anyway, this is our pig that we raised. It's so nice to know where your food comes from if you can do that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with salt and pepper. And recently I had to get a spice rack. It was so hard to dig around and find what you need.
You're happy now, aren't you?
I'm very happy. And you know, I got this spice rack and I was worried because I thought we'll never fill 60 spices. Well, we need another one about the same size. I found out I have a lot of spices. Okay, for 2 pounds, we're gonna use 2 teaspoons of salt. Then we're gonna come back with 2 teaspoons of pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of sage because I like a lot of sage. Then we're gonna take about 1 teaspoon of garlic. Then I'm gonna crush some fennel seed up a little bit. And I'm gonna probably do about close to 1 teaspoon of that. Then I'm gonna come back with some thyme. I'm gonna at least put 1 teaspoon of thyme in there. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of all seasoning spice in here. I'm gonna also add some minced onions, just a few dried minced onions, and then a little brown sugar. You don't have to do that. I like a little sweet. And then if you come back with some cayenne like I did this morning.
Good sausage.
Do you like that?
It was delicious.
And you don't like it hot.
I know it.
Then I found something at the store not too long ago, and it's just basically a chipotle smoked paprika.
Delish.
I thought that really tastes good in that. And then I'm gonna put a dash at the end of just a little Italian mixed seasoning in there. As a lifelong sportsman, when I hosted Kentucky Afield, I thought it was really our job as sportsmen to say, okay, I worked for the Department of Fish and Wildlife. When you take a deer down, what's the best way to take care of that deer and get every little bit of meat off there? And I had a buddy of mine come in and we showed how to process that deer and get every bit of rib meat, everything off of there. So that's kind of the same thing with the pig. There's a lot of good meat there and we don't want to waste any of it.
That's right. Mmm, yum.
Yeah. So anyhow, I promise she'll be eating. I guarantee you. So Mrs. Farmer, if you will, if you can just, let me pour it in while you scrunch it up. Now that was the 3rd time through the meat grinder.
All right.
So that's about where it needs to be. After we're done mixing this, we're gonna set it in the refrigerator for a while. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have a little snack. And then, if you want to, you can freeze this. We usually take a batch and we eat it. If we make quite a bit, we'll freeze it. We'll make patties. And then we'll take those patties and we'll put a little piece of freezer paper in between each one of them, or a piece of wax paper, in between each patty, and then put them in a gallon bag and just turn it up on its side and have 8 or 10 pieces per bag, and we're good to go. That smells really good.
It does smell good.
In a minute, we're gonna pop that in the fridge. Then we're gonna start working on our lard. All right, Ms. Farmer, let's take our sausage, which has been chilled.
You want all this out here?
Let's do about half of it.
All right.
Kind of, oh, you smell that.
It smells delicious.
And if you had a cookie cutter, you could use that. We just use a small jar lid. To me, that makes about the right size patty. If you like them big, you can use a big jar lid.
That smells really good.
Doesn't that smell good?
Yes.
All right, so let's just cut us out some pieces here, Mrs. Farmer. We'll take these and we'll put them in the freezer just for a little while to harden them up.
Right.
And then take that piece of freezer paper and put it just in between, just cut a piece just big enough to put in between them, and you can put them right in the freezer. Now they say you don't want to watch sausage being made.
Why is that?
I have no problem with this. Now being that this is a small batch, Mrs. Farmer, there's gonna be no freezing here.
All right.
Because there's breakfast tomorrow, and there's breakfast the next day, and there's probably, ooh, we can make your soup you were talking about, huh?
That would be good.
Because sausage can be used in so many ways. That's a good looking plate right there, Mrs. Farmer.
Yes, it is.
Your pickled pig's feet are coming closer to the end.
Excited.
But I do have your sausage ready to go.
And look at the lard.
Look at the lard.
It's getting colored.
It's slowly turning white. And our
Oh, that
sausage.
smells good.
Oh, I took a little bit of our rendering lard over here and slid it right on in here. Oh, I'm telling you what, I'm not ringing my own bell or anything, but
Pretty
the
good.
sausage right here. Now you saw what I did with the recipe. You can change that around however you like it. If you don't like as much sage, you want more thyme, you can do whatever you want. But I really, for my breakfast sausage, I like a lot of sage. Any recipe that we do on this show, it's not locked in stone. You can do whatever you want. There are no rules when it comes to cooking, whatever makes you happy. And these are merely suggestions and things that we like in our kitchen. We will not come to your house and force you to do that.
That's right.
Now, let me tell you about something else I got going on. All right, I want you to look at this piece of meat right here, Mrs. Farmer. You didn't see me fixing this up. Doesn't that look like, it looks like a roast, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Now, if you look right here, if you just kind of take a look at the shape of this, that is actually half of a pig's head. But look at the jowl bacon in the side of this. There's a whole lot of meat there. Funny, a buddy of mine the other day, he got online and says, "Hey farmer, you ever smoke a pig head?" And I probably did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But you know what? Why not? You get all that jowl bacon, all that good stuff. That's from you're so lucky tonight. And you not only get pickled pig's feet, but you have a smoked pig jowl bacon, we'll call it,
Wow.
in the smoker right now.
Where's the tail? We didn't cook the tail?
I lost it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can find it. We'll make something out of it. So some of these things may look odd, may look a little bit different, but when it comes right down to it, Ms. Farmer, I promise I would never, have I ever given you something that was bad?
No, you haven't. I trust you.
I can't wait. In all seriousness, I know how you like pickled stuff. I can't wait for you to try these feet. We're going to cook them tonight. We got to let them sit in the fridge for a while.
So I can
And
stare
on
at
the
'em.
next show, you get to try them.
I'll stare at them for a while. That's exciting.
Work up your courage.
That's right.
Boo must be over by the fence.
I hear everybody barking.
That
Wow,
makes me happy.
that's really good.
I think it might be better than this morning's batch.
I like that in a muffin with some cheese tomorrow morning.
A pat on the shoulder, pat on the cheek, rub on my hair.
I was gonna burp you. Yum, that's really good. Very good.
You think that's good? Wait till you try the pickled pig's feet.
I'm full, but I mean,
No, you're not.
Okay, yeah.
Here, I'm gonna take one to Kelly.